The EU's Single-Use Plastics Directive aims to reduce marine litter and microplastic pollution by banning single-use plastics like straws, bags, and cutlery. The EU's Single-Use Plastics Directive aims to reduce marine litter and microplastic pollution by 2025. The directive bans single-use plastics like straws, bags, and cutlery by 2021 in some EU countries. Microplastics in oceans harm marine life, with 90% of seabirds ingesting plastic by 2050 predicted. The directive also targets producers, making them responsible for waste management and recycling costs. You can advocate for change by choosing reusable alternatives and supporting plastic-free policies locally. Together, we can create a microplastic-free future with 8 million tons less plastic waste annually. Did you know that ancient Greek astronomer Aristarchus of Samos proposed a heliocentric model 1,700 years before Copernicus? Ancient Greek astronomer Aristarchus of Samos proposed a heliocentric model around 310 BCE. He believed the Sun was at the center, with Earth and other planets orbiting it. Aristarchus's ideas were revolutionary, but ultimately rejected by his peers in favor of geocentrism. Another ancient astronomer, Eratosthenes, accurately measured Earth's circumference in the 3rd century BCE. Eratosthenes used shadows and angles to estimate Earth's circumference with surprising accuracy. Despite their errors, ancient astronomers laid the groundwork for modern discoveries in astronomy. Pluto has 5 mysterious moons, each with its own unique features. Pluto's largest moon, Charon, is half its size and has a surface composed primarily of water ice. Nix and Hydra, 2 smaller moons, have highly reflective surfaces, suggesting they're covered in ice. Kerberos, the 4th moon, has a highly eccentric orbit, which may indicate a violent formation process. Styx, the smallest moon, is irregularly shaped and orbits closest to Pluto, affecting its rotation. The moon's orbital patterns suggest Pluto's system formed from a massive collision in the Kuiper belt. The unique features of Pluto's moons provide a window into the early formation and evolution of our solar system. Investigate the Mapimí Silent Zone in Mexico, a region where radio signals and communications are mysteriously disrupted. The Mapimí Silent Zone, also known as the Zone of Silence, is a region in Mexico's Durango state. This area is roughly circular, spanning about 50 kilometers in diameter, and is eerily quiet. Radio signals, including TV broadcasts, cell phones, and even military communications, are mysteriously disrupted within the zone. The zone's unusual properties were first discovered in the 1930s, but the cause remains unknown to this day. Some theories suggest that the zone's unique geology, including a high concentration of magnetite, might be responsible for the disruptions. Discover how these microscopic creatures can survive for up to 20 years without food or water, and even withstand extreme temperatures. Tardigrades are microscopic, 8-legged creatures found in water environments around the world. They can survive without food or water for up to 20 years in a dormant state. Tardigrades withstand extreme temperatures ranging from -200 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. They can also survive intense pressures, up to 6,000 atmospheres, and extreme dehydration. Tardigrades achieve this through cryptobiosis, a state where their metabolic processes come to a near halt. Their incredible resilience makes them one of the most fascinating and studied creatures in the animal kingdom. Hurricane Katrina made landfall in 2005, causing catastrophic damage and flooding in New Orleans, resulting in over 1,800 deaths. Hurricane Katrina made landfall on the 29th of August 2005 as a Category 3 storm in Louisiana. The storm surge caused the levee system in New Orleans to fail, flooding 80% of the city. The failure of the levees was a critical error, as they were designed to withstand Category 3 storms. The disaster response was delayed, with many residents stranded for days without aid or communication. The economic losses from Katrina were staggering, with estimated damages of over $100 billion. The tragedy resulted in over 1,800 deaths, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in U.S. history. Get a step-by-step guide on building a simple analog computer using op-amps and resistors to solve basic equations. Analog computers use continuous signals, unlike digital computers which use discrete values. Op-amps are crucial components in analog computers, amplifying weak electrical signals. Resistors play a key role in analog circuits, controlling voltage and current flow. An integrator circuit, built with op-amps and resistors, can solve equations with integrals. A simple analog computer can be built to solve basic equations like 2x plus 5 equals 10. Analog computers were widely used before digital computers, solving complex problems in science and engineering. Believe it or not, ancient philosophers like Plato and Aristotle explored ideas similar to the simulation theory. Ancient Greek philosopher Plato proposed the allegory of the cave, a simulated reality concept, in 380 BCE. Aristotle's De Anima discussed the idea of a ensemble world that might be an illusion, predating modern simulation theory. The ancient Indian concept of Maya described the world as an illusion, similar to the simulated reality idea. In the 3rd century CE, Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi questioned the nature of reality, wondering if life was just a dream. The ancient Greek philosopher Pythagoras believed in a mathematical universe, foreshadowing modern simulation theory's digital reality. Explore the discovery of the world's oldest known wine, dating back over 8,000 years, and what it reveals about the origins of winemaking. The world's oldest known wine dates back over 8,000 years to the Neolithic period. It was discovered in the Caucasus region of Georgia, a country in Eastern Europe. The ancient wine was made from the Rukatsiteli grape, still cultivated in Georgia today. The wine was found in clay vessels, suggesting a sophisticated understanding of fermentation. The discovery pushes back the known origins of winemaking by over 1,000 years. This ancient wine's existence reveals a rich cultural heritage in the region's history. Witness the shocking defeat of the U.S. 7th Cavalry Regiment at the hands of the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho tribes in 1876, led by Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull. The Battle of Little Bighorn was fought on the 25th of June 1876, near the Little Bighorn River in Montana Territory. The U.S. 7th Cavalry Regiment, led by Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer, was vastly outnumbered by the Native American forces. Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull led the combined forces of the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho tribes, totaling around 8,000 warriors. The Native American tribes were aware of the approaching cavalry and prepared an ambush, using the terrain to their advantage. The battle lasted only about an hour, resulting in the deaths of Custer and over 260 of his men, with only one confirmed Native American casualty.